Hello, hello, hello. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. My name is Micho. Let's get it. I don't know what else to say after that. I know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. This game takes forever to load in now after the update. It's kind of ridiculous. Still taking forever.
My apologies, but we've all eaten, and I wasn't expecting more guests. I wouldn't want to give the impression that I'm feeding you with leftovers.
Not to worry, Sir Peter. The leftovers from the Margrave's table is still a bank. Good for us. For me, at least.
Eat whatever takes your fancy.
Oh, we already did all this stuff.
Simple.
Action.
Wow.
And
It's partly my fault. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
here,
Not
And that, it seems Sigismund's so he.
we've got us. But I'm bring that.
It seems.
Where do you? Yes.
Skip it all.
an any.
I didn't realize this was where we were.
Whoa. And as I swear.
Well,
What? Where did
That's
I had.
disturb?
I'm
What was?
waiting. It may
Why is your to do?
one. He's just. What do you want? No. But that, the blood
Excuse
might.
me.
What? Please so.
I hope
Yeah, we're gonna
just.
skip all this. I should have just
Sir,
not
are we all-
started the
Which?
stream until I had this gone.
Thank.
It's the. I had to cross that corridor and go up the stairs. But first, I told.
I need a bath.
All right, I will, but I've got to go now. If my wife saw us, I'd be deep.
Just go have a bath here. Let's talk to her. I'd
Lord.
like a bath. Let's just say
Thank
that.
you need. And now.
Ah, well. And now we gotta go to bed. Is it over here?
I'm sorry.
And here we are in our room for the day. We got this here. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. Let's put that away. Let's put all this away. We're gonna put that away, that away, that away, that away. That away. The padded coif away. That away. Coat of arms. Alright, we'll do that later. So that, does that mean that I don't have any of this? Yep. That is exactly what that means. We're gonna have that. Put those on there. Put these on. Put those on. And put that on. And the neckers. My spectacles aren't on. Here we go. Sleep and slave. Sleep and save. Two more hours to go. An hour and 15 minutes until Assassin's Creed is ready.
So you got your revenge?
Sure did.
Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Yeah, what comes next? The path of revenge.
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Burghoff. And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened. It's what I want. Are you sure, Henry?
Oh, he just went away. I wish I could have stolen all his stuff.
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No, definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
I'm not a nobleman.
There's no need for
You don't
that.
have to stand on ceremony with me.
I do, since you're a guest of the Margrave, sir. May I leave?
Aye. That is... yes, of course.
Thank you, sir.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy. The shit is right here. That's just wild. And that's my bed. Open. Let's see. Okay. The charisma goes down. All right, I think we're good now.
I'm sorry.
Get out of the way then, bud. That's like the church.
You see,
All right.
meine Dame? We aren't idle here. My man train like that every day.
Admiral?
Let's go.
Hello.
Let's go.
The
Cock block.
Worth Henry of Scarlet.
Block a little
I'm
bit.
just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as mein Großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
What do I say? You guys in this? I don't want to insult him, but let's insult
Your
him.
grandfather was right. A castle with a weak garrison is no good for anything. But your men, I'd say the girls from our village would do a better job of defending the place.
What did you say, you bastard? Why don't you show us how it's done, then? Now that we have Großer Meister among us, we should make use of him, shouldn't we?
If it will make you happy.
Sure, if it'd make you happy.
Show us what you're made of, my knight.
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to
Pulcock.
bleed loses.
All right. Jesus Christ. No, I'm gonna reset that. I have to reset it. I have to reset it. I just forget how long it takes. I keep forgetting. I'm not gonna do.
Pardon me.
You get out the way then.
Excuse me.
Yep. Yep. I'm a nice guy. Reputation-wise. Beep. Let's do it this way. Let's do it like that. Let's go wash ourselves off. Is that a nope? I'm gonna wash bucket.
You see, my Madama? We are I man train like that every day.
Oh well.
But why would he come?
Hello? I'm just...
That's in the what?
We're gonna skip all this.
What did you? Why don't you
Sure.
come? Pull the first. Now you done.
Oh, no way. Oh well. I'm not doing that again.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very manly, Henry. Thank God I didn't make a bet with the captain.
Don't worry about it.
What?
Ah, nothing. You know
I
what?
don't know why I'm skipping this. I'm sorry.
Take this shield to help you get over your defeat. At least you'll have something to hide behind. If you get into another fight, God forbid.
I saw Zhishka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Yobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
Interesting. Okay. Dang, I sucked ass on that one. Let me find a... I need to clean myself off. I don't even know how to get out of here. There it is, right here. Duh. That's gotta be it. Can't wash myself off. Man. Okay, that's closed. This is just the town. It's a small cat. I guess the castle is bigger than the town, it seems like.
And this scarf. It's strange, crooked, like...
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Yobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Yobst has turned coats more times than I can count. And the way things are these days, I'd rather have horses standing by, even on a visit to my parents.
What about that dry
Okay.
devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Yobst might know where he is.
He might. To
He
be
very
honest,
well
that's
might.
the only reason for talking to him.
Should I really go and see Jobst on my own? He's a Margrave, though.
So what? You already know him better than I do. You met him in Ratai. I only know what I've heard about him.
All right, but he sent for us both. How's it gonna look?
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for our benefit. The less time I spend with a Margrave in one room, the better.
All right, then. I'll be going, then.
Okay. Now to wash up. There we go. Now I can wash myself off. Go to the banquet hall for the audience. Let's wash those clothes off too. Alrighty. That's the first time I see my boots. Here, journal. Go to the banquet hall.
Still believe in yourself?
Is it inside as well? Oh, yeah. See here. There's the age.
Was soll's?
I heard Kuttenberg surrendered to Sigismund, and his army is running amok here in the area.
They are. These dreckigen Hurensöhne are angry, you see? They thought they would rake in the silver from the Kuttenberg mines. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Sigismund kept all the treasure for himself. Why should he pay them out of his own pocket when the local lords are feeding them?
What? I don't understand.
Dann pass mal auf. As soon as the soldiers began looting the villages around the city, the local nobility quickly decided it's better to pay them Lösegeld.
So that Hungarian bastard is getting rich, while the locals feed his army?
Das trifft den Nagel auf den Kopf. And yet, that carrot-top Schweinehund lets the monks in the Zealots monastery fuss over him while he receives legations from the whole kingdom.
Did Sigismund also attack Suchdol?
Oh yes, as soon as he got here. But my men know what to do. Mit der Hilfe Gottes, we fended him off and forced him to negotiate. Mein Herr Peter, however, had to pay him a fat Lösegeld to leave us in peace. The villagers in the vicinity fared even worse.
What happened?
They raised Mesolis and Opatowitz. There was nothing left but ashes and stones. They haven't been here since then, but who knows what tomorrow may bring. Der Teufel soll Sigismund holen.
How do I get to
Do you
Sigismund?
know by chance how to get into that monastery where Sigismund is staying?
Wie bitte? Hast du den Verstand verloren? You can forget about that. You won't get in there.
Okay.
Listen closely to
Okay.
what I tell you. I don't know what you're planning, but I'll give you some good advice. Leave Sigismund alone. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but surely. You'll see. You'd better be glad you still have your head.
Yeah, but what if that's the time I'm gone by
How do
then?
things work around here? Is there something I should be wary of?
Not really, except for the Sigismund military camp at Opatowitz. And it isn't really all that safe in the raised villages either. These Banditenbanden have settled in there. A bunch of dossers who'll easily cut your throat for a piece of bread. Ah, so God will. These evil times will soon be over.
How do I get to Kuttenberg from
She's
here?
asking all the
Das ist
questions.
nicht schwer. You just take the main road to the east, and then you'll see the church towers. Or you can also follow your nose. There's smoke rising from the Kuttenberg smelters day and night. The smell is hell, but it's worth it for the silver. In fact, The silver's why Kuttenberg is the second richest city in the kingdom, right after Prague.
Where did you say
I'm gonna ask
Sigismund's
them all of
army
them.
is camped?
Unfortunately, they're close. They've occupied the hill above the main road near Kuttenberg, so no one could just come and help the town. When you walk out of the village and look toward Opatovic, you should see the flags flying above their camp. Pah, that Hungarian camp is like a boil. It's just festering and we just can't get rid of it.
I need to top up my supplies. Where could I find some merchants?
You'd be better off asking the innkeeper Slivka in the village about these things. He knows everyone from far and wide. And that's no surprise, because he makes such good spirits.
How's it? What of it? So is there anything you need a hand with, Frenzel?
Was soll ich sagen? After our lord paid ransom for us to the Chaiskel-Cherton, there is peace here. Fortunately. Aber warte. Actually, there is one thing. You ought to have a word with our huntsman Dobrosch. He might have eine Aufgabe for you. See, someone poached a white roebuck in his territory the other day.
A white roebuck? That's a rare sight.
Ja, and Dobrosch takes it as a personal offense. So go easy on him, hörst du?
What exactly do you mean by that?
Just ask him if there's anything new happening in his territory, and wait until he tells you himself. Oh, yeah. He really doted on that creature. Und das war alles. I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you.
What can you teach me?
What do you want to know?
Swordsmanship? Nice. Pole arms and...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. What the heck, man? Okay, so we had that. Let's go to our journal. Okay.
God be with you. See you later.
Guess we can ask.
You wouldn't happen...
You mean that bony knight? I can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't stick my nose into the Lord's affairs. That wouldn't be right.
See you later.
Bye.
Kochst du heute Abend?
Captain Frenzel. This is the wife. Let's talk to her.
Lord be, what brings you here?
How are you?
He's terribly jealous, and he could have you whipped. He's the captain here, you know.
You wouldn't happen to know where Lord Hinnek of Kunstad went, would you? He was a guest here.
I don't know, but I hope as far away as possible. That animal almost raised his hand to the Margrave.
What? How did that happen?
A respectable woman doesn't talk about that kind of thing. But if it hadn't been for my husband, he'd have been at his throat, believe you me.
Okay.
I beg your pardon. I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to...
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere.
Okay, bye.
God be with you.
Toodaloo. Okay, so he almost went after the freaking Margrave.
Shit! Never saw that coming.
Okay.
Come on. Watch and learn.
Dude.
And this skull, it's strange, crooked, like a letter from a fancy book.
This.
Just further down here. Get a little side mission over here. It's not you. It's you. I hate this. I speak to the huntsman.
Good day. What would you like?
Dobroj Pecker.
What goes on in the forest, huntsman?
There are poachers prowling in the woods. A band led by this ginger-headed Mach of Marshowitz. They've been causing trouble for quite some time, but now they've really overdone it.
What happened?
They killed a rare white roebuck that lived in our woods. Killed and skinned it. Sir Peter of Pisek put a bounty on their heads. The bounty's yours if you help me track them down.
I must say, I've never seen a white roebuck before.
It's an exceedingly rare animal. It was beautiful. Its hide was white as snow. Sir Peter forbade hunting it, but I wouldn't have even if I could. Killing an animal like that is bad luck.
I believe so too.
Do you know any more about these poachers?
They're led by some fella called Markov Marshevitz, and they fancy themselves some kind of a brotherhood. From what I've heard, they showed up in the village below the castle a couple of times trying to sell venison. The guards always sent them packing. Our knacker, Wolfram, was the only one who talked to them.
Our knacker?
That knacker, Wolfram. Do you think he had anything to do with the dead roebuck and the poachers?
Oh, he has a dishonourable profession, true enough. And he sells hides and meat wherever he can. But having the gall to work with poachers? I don't think so. He's on thin enough ice as it is, being a knacker and all. If his lordship found out he had anything to do with it, he'd have him hanged. But he might know something about that band.
All right, huntsman.
Excellent. And every member of that band carries a...
Where should I look for these poachers?
Ah, that's the hard part. I'm sure they have a hideout in the woods around here, but you'll have to track them down yourself. If you don't know what to do, you can try to get something out of the knacker.
Thanks for the advice.
God be with you.
Cuckoo Cachoo. Let's actually do that. Okie dokie, artichoke. How do we get out of here? Maybe it is too high. Alright, we might be locked in here for a little bit. It's the kitchen. Use this. What the heck? The banquet hall. Banquet hall, is it upstairs then?
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
I have the feeling that you already know.
I beg your pardon, Margrave, but I have the feeling you already know everything.
Really? I have the opposite feeling. These days, I seem to be completely in the dark. John of Liechtenstein, my court spy, I suppose you could say, has mysteriously fallen silent. But there's one thing you're right about. I have a fair idea about what you got up to at Trotsky. Now, let's get to a more important question. I heard you ended up in von Berghoff's dungeon. And judging by the state you were in when you arrived, I expect they didn't treat you too well. You didn't reveal anything important there by any chance?
Well, they asked questions, yes. But I was counting on that, and prepared myself for it.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty sure von Berghoff already knew. Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas, that you and I met in Ratai.
And was he satisfied with that?
Well, I don't think he expected anything more from a simple servant of Lord Capon.
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me.
Okay, I can out-talk
you can
myself.
Keep a cool head as the world around you burns. You'll make it far. Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be
Am I
glad
gonna become
if
king?
you stayed at the fortress.
Better
As
become
soon
king.
as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
Wait, what? Nah.
Sir, that's a generous offer, and I appreciate it. But it's not what I want.
If you wish to stay and help here, I'll be glad, of course. I need someone to escort my envoys, and you've proven yourself more than capable.
It's Lord Capon, Your Grace. I came to find out where he is, and rescue him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Okay.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zizka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, you were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother.
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road.
I should just call this a watch party.
No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences.
Grave consequences.
I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
And he walks off like a G. Like a G.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information.
Nice, I got some help.
Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go.
Follow.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find it?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that.
Agree. Sorry.
I'm up for that.
Don't get your hopes up. We'll have a beer, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on
Just
Sigismund's toes?
Moseying along.
What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
Same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's gonna take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I hope so. And when he's free, then we can step on Sigismund's toes. I'm sure Lord Capon will be happy to help.
In that case, he'd be better off staying in captivity. So, what do you say? Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
Ah, it doesn't clear the map. See him coming back in. Should have admired a little bit.
I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your... Don't, Henry. Around here, you never know what might happen.
Cool. Okay.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk.
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a crossing for an alternative, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shishka?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value
Turn
your
on your
life.
heel.
You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
First thing I do is get in a fight at the Devil's Den. Of course. Of course.
Next one will be in your face.
I'm just getting one. Fuck that! You won't get me! Hot you! That one's had it! No chance! He's had it!
You won't get me.
Jeez, guys are much tougher.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps. If he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the Devil's Den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Is it just you and the devil here? Where's the rest?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side, but never against you.
And a treacherous old fox, too. One time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. They let him in, and he slit their throats in their sleep. I still regret not being there to see that.
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him at night, and you know the rest.
Ha! Well, I could better the way Devil tells it.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the Devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The Devil's been captured and that's how you tell me the news?
Who captured him?
How should I know? Some armed bastards.
Shit, Kubianka, you must know who came after you and why.
Well, he botched this job in Kuttenberg. It was supposed to be a breeze, but the fuckers outnumbered us 3-1. Before we could react, they knocked the Devil down and pounded on him like a deaf man on a door. Ada and I tried to help him, but we just couldn't.
Fuck.
It pisses me off that we had to leave him there. But we would have been captured.
Do you know where they're keeping him?
Why? The town guard took him. So he's probably in the town jail?
Fuck. There's no way we're getting him out of there.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him away from those fuckers a long time ago. Not even a mouse can get him there. We can't pull off something like that.
How long has it been since he was captured?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe a week, maybe even a month. More like a month.
A month? They haven't hanged him yet.
That's the thing. The Devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him the news or the axe. They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much worse way. The Devil is a proper bastard, but not even he deserves that.
What are they planning to do with him?
The Devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to relish his death. They'll take him to their camp outside of town for that.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to see him gone.
If they're gonna move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for them and free the Devil.
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We're only 3. So unless you have 10 men up your sleeve...
I thought the Devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense. I don't think we'll have another shot.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here, but I got thirsty. You know the rest.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone around here. Everybody will listen if we mention coin. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well, how about some hand cannons?
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some in our old camp. It isn't far.
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we hid them. And as luck would have it, they're not far from the road that used to transport the Devil.
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something nasty to happen in it. West of here. You can't miss it.
Looks like there's still some sense left in your noggin despite the booze.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... surely is hid somewhere.
Great! At least I won't have to carry them myself.
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, meet me at the ambush spot. Keep an eye on him. And don't let him talk your ear off.
Fallo Kubianka. What's up, mate?
your horse, or we'll never
You
get the
find
devil out
whistling
of
like
this
that
mess.
fun?
Why do you not have anything on you? Okay, we're gonna put the dragon saddle on.
Come on, lad. How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Well, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. I just didn't think it was funny.
Oh, Lord, another bore. You get along with Shishka famously, don't you?
I'd gladly laugh if you said something funny.
Looks like I might have to carve a smile onto your face. Maybe a graceful and mysterious one. Like the Virgin Mary's. What do you say? I'll put my heart into it.
Give it a try.
Ha! Really? Sounds like a challenge.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived. And the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, cop a demon.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many. You know what.
A man of many debts and drinks?
Ah, come on, you do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck.
No.
I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together.
You're swerving,
I feel
bro.
it in my bones.
You're swerving.
But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss.
Well, at least here. Yeah, at least this way I'm exploring the map a little bit and declouding it. There's a camp here. Go horsey, go horsey, go. Yeah, I just want to explore this. I want to do some side missions. I think somewhere. Yeah. Kind of close. Okay.
What a relief. I just better not piss on my boots. One trip over. Oh, not done yet. Finally.
What's that you got?
Buried somewhere near the camp. Just a few steps. That much I remember. Maybe by the stream. Or right in it? No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk. But we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Ed are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant.
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's not much.
Oh, this mess?
Hey!
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below last time. By the stream, near the boulders. By the uprooted tree. And something is buried a little ways over there.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea. A hazy memory. A hunch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Where are they?
One of those places. Let's look at all of them. They are here somewhere.
We're gonna dig through half the forest?
No. Anyway.
Which one is that? Come on.
All right. That's just... What are you doing, mate? Huh. Whatever, dude. What we're actually gonna do is I am gonna set up for Assassin's Creed. Do a little R&R. But yeah, in the next stream we are going to do the Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're gonna start from there. All right, guys. Catch you guys in a little bit.